Hey y'all, welcome back. Today's yoga snack, I want to talk about the difference between static movement and dynamic movement. Just for the sake of this video, dynamic movement we're gonna throw into the category of flow, matching breath to movement. When it comes to static movement, the whole thing is that you're holding the pose, right? It's static. You are building strength in the process, but the other key important part is that you're creating a blueprint for the body and starting to reinforce this muscle memory. Say for instance, Warrior 2. If you are in Warrior 2 and holding that posture, it gives you a moment to start to refine it in a way to make sure that the foundation is set up correctly, to make sure that the front knee isn't buckling in, to make sure that the core is engaged, that both arms are active, all those subtle points that you're not gonna have time to refine if you're just constantly moving through the pose. And then the other side of that is your dynamic movement, matching the breath to the movement. So say if you're in, I'll just demonstrate this, Articulation, half split, and then just start to move kind of dynamically in and out of this posture. The more that I am moving dynamically, it's just starting to lubricate the joints a little bit, get the muscles warmed up. I'm still moving intentionally. I'm not just like kind of mindlessly moving through the posture. And eventually I can start to find more of that static hold, but based on having allowed the dynamic movement to kind of warm the body up a little bit more. The other part of that is obviously when you are intentional about matching breath to movement. The breath is the gateway between the mind and the body. So the more that you can connect the two, the more there's going to be a balance overall in the nervous system, the cardiovascular system, your emotions, all the things. So I want to give you all 3 postures. I actually can't take credit for doing these. This was in a class I did yesterday and I thought they were really great. That you can move dynamically that you might not traditionally think. The first one being Articulation, half moon. So I'm in half moon and I'm keeping the back leg the lifted leg super activated. And then I'm gonna take an inhale and then exhale, bend the standing leg, and then inhale, press back up. Again, like that, exhale. Matching breath to movement. And the part about this that I really like is that as I bend, it's creating stabilization in that standing leg, which will help me slowly lower into either a Warrior 2, either a triangle pose, whatever the sequence calls for, in a really nice controlled way. The second one is Eagle pose. So once I'm there, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to elbows. And I can do this anywhere from 3 to 5 times. And then on that last one, however many rounds you want to do, even try holding it. So again, there's this combination of static versus dynamic. And then obviously I can switch sides. And the third one is bridge pose. So with bridge pose, I'm going to elevate the hips up. And then depending on however I want my arms, I'm gonna move this with the breath. So inhale, lift, exhale, hover. Inhale, lift, exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Again, you can do these as many times as you would like, and you can even play with the position of the breath. Maybe an exhale lifts, inhale lowers, but trying these, and then eventually you kind of hold at the top, creating this variation between static and dynamic, in a way that's creating variation for your practice, but then again, building muscle, lubricating joints, creating a blueprint, being able to flow, matching breath to movement. So there's a lot of good benefits. So it's gonna create a really well-rounded practice. As always, any questions, please reach out. I'll put my contact information below, and I will see y'all next time.